In this video, I'm going to show you some of the AI insights that you can easily use in your Power BI reports. I'm going to show you how to do things like generating sentiment score based on certain keywords or texts, or maybe even getting keywords from free texts so that you can analyze their sentiment score or how often they're used. And we're also going to briefly cover, how you can use some sort of image tagging or even connecting to an already existing Azure Machine Learning model if you already have one that you can use. All of that and more. So without further ado, let's get started. Hi, my name is Fernan and welcome to the Solutions Abroad YouTube channel, where we cover tips, tricks, and best practices when working with Power BI. I upload new videos every week, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon to get notified when a new one is out. So leveraging AI is a powerful tool that lets you create different analyses that you normally wouldn't in sort of conventional ways. And I've covered different sort of AI tools in this channel already, like how you can use ChatGPT to create and generate DAX codes for you, or maybe using Midjourney to use kind of keywords to generate different images that you can potentially use. And like those tools, Power BI also has some sort of AI capabilities, which we're going to try to cover today, which you can use in Power BI Desktop or within the Power BI service. So before we get started, just bear in mind that the majority of these features you cannot use if you don't have a premium capacity, which is different from the pro license that you typically get. It's the extra tier up, which lets you use the sort of cognitive services that will analyze the data that you feed it and then send you back the results. The only exception to this is the Azure ML models, which basically allows you to connect Power BI reports to an already existing machine learning model if you already have one. So that one doesn't really need a premium subscription. Another thing is that the AI insights is something that you can use within Power BI Desktop via the Power Query editor or within your Power BI service within data flows. But from my personal experience, the data flows version within the Power BI service is quite buggy. So I've only ever made it work within the Power BI Desktop. So if you're thinking of utilizing it in your future projects, just make sure that, or just test it out first, just to make sure that it's working in the service, or just use it in Power BI Desktop. So anyway, enough of that talking. Let's get started with the actual video itself. So here is a report with two tables. So the first table is a list of reviews made for Apple's iPhone, and it's a review that was scraped from the Amazon website. So we have a table here, so you'll see the review titles and review text. And we also have other information about these reviews, like if I just open it up here, you have things like how many comments were made in those reviews. You have different things like when it was reviewed, how many found it helpful, and the general rating of it. So within a 5-star scale, how did they find the Apple iPhone? And this table has about 5,000 rows, as you can see here at the bottom. So using the review rating, you can kind of get a general idea of how people found the Apple iPhone in terms of, are they generally satisfied about it? But if you wanted to get into kind of deeper detail, like for example, you might want to know what are people saying out of those people who have reviewed the product, let's say 2 stars or lower, because this kind of insight could help you understand how the product or the next version of the iPhone could be improved for next time. So this is a key insight that is not very easy to do if you're just using the kind of the basic analysis that you normally do, and especially it's especially more difficult because in the review text, it's a free text column, which means that if you have, at the moment, it's 5,000 is already a lot. Having to read all of those review texts and then kind of understanding and giving a score based on that is not very easy to do, at least in bulk. So this is where the AI kind of insights can really help you out because it makes this kind of analysis much easier for you. So first, what we'll do is we'll go and hit transform data to open up Power Query here. So under the reviews query here, you'll see that we have the final table here with all of the columns that I was just showing you. There are a lot of steps here that I've added. It's just to clean up the values within this. And so let's say we want to, so first of all, you'll find the AI insights under add column. You will see there's a section here, AI insights, which allows you to choose between text analytics, vision, and Azure Machine Learning. So we'll start with the text analytics because that's the main feature that I used for this review's dataset. So if you hit text analytics, let's give it a minute. So here it will give you 3 different functions that you can use: detect language, extract key phrases, and score sentiment. Let's start with the first one, detect language. So what it will do is if you feed it, you give it a column or a field to run this function on. What it will do is it will try to detect the language and return the ISO code for that language. So currently we have the review text, and you might want to use that to feed into the AI, but it's not really useful for us at the moment because all of our reviews are in English. But it's useful if you, for example, have a collection of reviews in different languages, and having the ISO code is handy if you're using the other text analytics functions available here. So for now, what we'll do is just to demonstrate to you how this works, I'm gonna leave it to review text, and I'm gonna hit OK, and we'll just give it a few minutes to run. Here we go. So that's finished. So you'll see it added a new step here, which applies the detect language AI insight here in our table. And if you scroll to the right, you'll see that it's detected what language the text is in, as well as the ISO code. So as I said, like, it's not really useful for our case because everything is in the same language. So, but that's how it works essentially. So let's go back to the text analytics, and let's move on to this other function here called score sentiment. So this basically, when you feed it a column or a field, it will generate a score, a sentiment score out of 100 to understand if those comments being made are positive or negative. Now, in our reviews, for example, we have the 5-star rating system, which we can use to kind of, understand the sentiments of those reviews. But let's say you didn't have access to that 5-star rating. This is a good way to kind of understand, based on those free text, what is the general sentiment of that comment? Is it good? Is it bad? And that's what you would use this for. So there's 2 things here. So first, you will need to decide, which column you want to use to generate this score sentiment. So we have the review text, the language ISO code. So this is where our detect language will be very useful on, because it lets you assign a language if there are multi-language, let's say, reviews in our data set. It's optional because obviously Power BI or the cognitive services will try to detect what language the review is in. But if you wanted to help it, or if you wanted to assign it yourself, you just simply set the ISO code that we've just generated here. But again, you don't really need to set this up if you have just one language here, or if it's in English. If you hit OK, let's give it a second and let's see what it returns. So here we go. As you can see here, it's created a new column quite easily for us, the score sentiment. So as I mentioned, it's out of 100, and it's in decimal points here. But if you change it into a percentage value, it will be the 0 to 100 sentiment score that you can use for analysis. The last one that you can use in text analytics is called extract key phrases. So this is the bit that allows you to basically feed it free text. And what it will do is it will extract key phrases or keywords from this free text so that you can use it to cross-analyze with your other values. So for example, we've generated the score sentiment in our reviews, but you might want to know what the sentiment is for certain keywords. And this is what you would use in combination with score sentiment to understand what is the sentiment within those keywords. So what you will do is select a column. In this case, we'll do review text here. We'll leave this blank. And then you hit OK, and what it will do is it will create multiple rows for every single review, but each row will have a single keyword or key phrase, which you can then use for further analysis. So here we go. So here are the key phrases that was extracted using the AI function. So you will see that now we have different indexes here. We have multiple rows now for a single review, but each of those rows will have one keyword each. which you can now use to kind of aggregate or filter to see what those sentiments are for those key phrases or for those reviews that have those key phrases or keywords. And next, let's move on to the vision, which is sort of image tagging AI. So what it will do is if you have images, that sort of image URLs, you feed it the URL and it will return back sort of tags or keywords that it found within the image itself. So we'll move on to this next table that I've created, gaming setups, which is a list of sort of different gaming setups that I found online. And if I show you how that looks like, so here it is. So you have the IDs and then you have the different images that we will use. So we are able to show that here because of the URL, which we've categorized as an image URL. So if you go back to Power Query here, and let's go to add column and hit vision here. We'll select tag images and we will just feed it the image URL from our field. So here we go. So URL, and then if you hit OK, we'll just give it a few minutes. And there we go. So as you can see, what it's done is it's, again, like the extract key phrases AI function, it created multiple rows for every single image. And what it's done is for every image, it's created different tag words. So that's, and it's trying to looking for certain elements within the image itself. So it might see a wall or a door or a monitor, and which is what you can use to kind of further analyze your images without having to go through them manually or individually. So there we go. The last one that is available for you is the Azure Machine Learning, which, as I mentioned, allows you to connect to kind of Azure Machine Learning models. If you already have one that you've trained, let's say within your organization. Now, I don't really have a demo to show you because I don't really know how to build machine learning models. But if you have one that you can use, this is the option that you would want to select in Power Query. For more information about how you can use your own Azure Machine Learning models within Power BI, I'll leave a link in the description box below the article with more information about how it works and some limitations that you might need to be aware of. And that's really it for this video. I hope you now know how easy it is to incorporate AI insights within your Power BI reports. Thanks for watching. As usual, give this video a like if you found it useful. Give it a dislike if you didn't, so I know to do better for next time. Ask your questions in the comment section box below so I can help you and you can help others. If you really liked this video, we have a Patreon page where you can support the channel and get exclusive perks like early access, demo files, and credits at the end of these videos. Thanks again for watching and see you in the next one. Bye-bye.